Okay, so here's our first problem. So if we read the problem, it says if 10 grams, all right, grams of copper is heated from 298 Kelvin to 598 Kelvin, all right, so that's temperature. What is the amount of heat gained by the copper? All right, we're looking for heat gained. The specific heat of copper is this right here. Okay, so let's identify all the different things and let's write down what the equation is. So first of all, the equation is Q equals Cm delta T. All right, now let's identify in the problem what we have. So we have grams here, so that's going to be mass. We have two temperatures. So when we figure them out, we're going to be able to figure out delta T. We have the specific heat of copper is this. So specific heat, that equals C. And we're looking for heat gained, which is going to be Q. All right. So the only thing we have to do before we can just plug it in is we need to figure out what delta T is. So this is going to be the T final minus the T initial. And for those, the final one is 598 Kelvin. And then we have 298 Kelvin for the initial. Okay, so let's figure out that, which is just 300 Kelvin. All right, so delta T is going to be 300 Kelvin. And now let's just plug everything in. So C, we know what this is. It is 0.385 joules divided by grams times Kelvin. M, 10.0 grams. Delta T, that's going to be our 300 Kelvin. All right, and this had 3 sig figs, so this 300 should have 3 sig figs. All right, so it looks like everything has 3 sig figs. Okay, so the next thing we do is we figure out what's going to cancel out. And in this case, we have grams and grams, Kelvin and Kelvin. So the only thing that's left is going to be joules. All right, so for this problem, we multiply them all together. We get in our calculator somewhere around 1155 joules. And then we have to figure out the sig figs. So everything had 3 sig figs. So we're going to round this to 1160 joules. And that would be our answer for this. Now, it's gained, right? It says gained by the copper. One thing that we really should do is if it's a positive, if it's gaining, we should put a little plus in the front, meaning that it's absorbing or it's gaining the that amount of energy.